Like, this whole moment took like 5 minutes before it fully ended. They saw the phone at the last minute. So all that whole 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes, was just them trying to drag me away, me fighting, them touching me, my knee dislocating, all that, trying to get away. And then they saw the phone, grabbed the phone and left. Hey guys, I'm back again. It's the same day. It's only like a second later. Got my little notebook with my information on it. That was probably an empty paper. I didn't flip to the right page. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I know the story by heart because it's fucking traumatic. So tonight's video is gonna be a story time about when I got robbed from my phone by a group of grown men. I was going to Tech Boston Academy at the time. Basically where it was, my house was only like, truthfully, it was just like all the way down the street from the school. So we was chilling at some basketball field next to, I want to say that's the Timothy, but I don't know. But anyway, we was chilling at some basketball court and a couple hours having passed and I was like, I'm going home hungry. I was about to say her name. Alex was hungry too, and Ayana and Lala, they basically was like, yo, we finna be out. She was kind of worried to walk home on her own because she didn't have a way to get on the bus or anything, and like I couldn't give her my card because I needed it to get to school the next day. Did I? Or did I? Now where her house was, it's hard to explain, especially if you're not from there, but her house was like here. There's a park here. Then there's a youth center called the Boys and Girls Club Center here. And across from there is a street called Nightingale. And next to that street is another street, but I don't remember the name of it right now because I haven't been over there in a long time. But basically, I was walking back home and I was going down the street that was in front of the field, not yet passing the Boys and Girls Club and not yet passing Nightingale. So I was at the street before Nightingale and I was walking through that street just to get to the main street to where my house was. And I was walking up that street and I don't think I ever actually walked up that street before, ever in my life. I normally would take Nightingale if I like went to the Boys and Girls Club, or if I did hang out near the Boys and Girls Club, I would always take Nightingale because that's the street that I knew to take. And I had a friend who lived on that street, so I knew if anything did happen, I could easily run to her house. I don't know why this day I decided to walk this street in particular. I don't know if I felt like it was easier or what, but I want to start by saying I didn't have on like provocative clothing. Literally what I had on, I wore to school, and I didn't get sent home or anything. I had on some shorts that went like right above my knees. I had on a collared navy blue shirt because we had to wear uniforms, I think. Did we? I feel like I'm bugging out. But this is what I was wearing. I don't remember if it was for uniform or if I just wore that as an outfit that day because I liked khakis with collared shirts. But I had a navy blue collared short sleeve shirt that ended like here. And I had on I believe I had on all whites. And I was walking down the street, and I'm bringing this up and you guys will know why. So I'm walking down the street and out of nowhere, like I did see the guys coming and I did pick up speed so that I could try to get away from the street. I was trying to find like a street that went off of it or something so I could just like dash down the street and hopefully start screaming or something, or see somebody so that I would feel a little bit safer. But there was no streets coming off of this street at all, so I just started walking faster, like practically running, y'all. And one was on a bike and the rest of them were just walking, and at first it was like they were just walking. Like, I'm sorry y'all, but I didn't grow up necessarily in the hood, but I'm used to the hood. Like, yeah, you might see a group of guys walking down the same street as you. You don't always get scared. Sometimes the ones who you get scared of, those be the main ones who will protect you. They will never do any harm to you because that's not what they about. You know what I mean? So I want to say like I was scared, but I was only scared because of their body language. Like, it seemed like they were coming for me in particular, like, and that's why I started speed walking and stuff like that. And basically, I don't know what happened, y'all, but out of nowhere I was being choked up. Like, the guy had his arm around my neck like this, and he had me off the floor. One guy was like touching on me, like rubbing on me, and I don't know if he was doing that to film my phone. I highly doubt it though, because my phone was in my hand, and I remember that vividly, because one of the other guys, it was like 5 of them, one of the other guys was trying to snatch the phone out of my hand. And at first, I was holding on to my phone. I was like, nah, nigga, you ain't getting this. I was like, nah, this is my phone, you're not getting this. But then, like, I think something went through me, like, what if they have a gun and they just shoot me? Like, what if they really want this phone to the point where they'll kill me for it? I can always get a new phone. If they this poor, they gotta rob me for a phone, then let me just give them the fucking phone. So I did end up eventually letting go, but the guy, he was like rubbing on me. He put his hands in between my legs and stuff like that. And he didn't go in my pants or anything. He was just feeling. And I just remember at first I was like fighting because I couldn't breathe. So I was like, I had took self-defense classes, so I was trying to like flip him over, but because other guys was around and they were holding me too, like my arms and stuff and my legs, I couldn't really do much. So I had ended up letting go of the phone, and as soon as I let go of the phone, they all let go of me. I fell to the ground. My knee was dislocated because of how much they were pulling and tugging on me and stuff. And I only fought for like a second. It wasn't like I was sitting there in a struggle with them like, no, give me my phone, because I think the whole thing with like them having a gun, that automatically went into my head. So I was like, I fought, like he was like and I was like and then it was like let me give him the phone, like that. So imagine how long this was of them literally just failing on me, yanking on me after, like, before they got the phone, before they even noticed the phone. It was weird. Like, it was like they weren't even trying to jump me for the phone at first. It's like they just jumped me and then they saw the phone, so they was like, oh, we're gonna take that too. I mean, you know what I mean? So I pretty much just gave them the phone, and they all left. They ran. The one on a bike, he never really stopped. He kind of just was watching from the sidewalk. And honestly, guys, it was weird because I couldn't scream. Like, I was stuck. I was like because at first I was being choked, and then it was just like I was in shock that anything was even happening like this to me. I was just like, is this seriously happening to me right now? What did I do to deserve this? Like, I was literally like, I'm just trying to go home before it gets dark. I'm doing everything right today, and then this, what? God, I was like really like, oh my God, this is really happening to me right now. Like, that's really crazy. That's so I couldn't scream, and I did try to scream, but nothing came out. And so nobody knew anything that was happening. I don't think there was anybody outside on that street or anything, because as you guys remember, I was trying to find a street to go off of where hopefully there would be somebody outside or something, but that was looking real slow. So I ended up basically running home, crying. I ran the rest of the way home crying. I actually don't think I was crying, because I'm one of them people who don't like people to see me cry. So I think I was kind of like, you know, you try to like hold a cry and you like, so I was like that, but I was running. And when I got home, when I was walking from her house, I did see them on the porch, but they were on the main street, like the same street as the youth center and stuff was on. They were chilling on some porch. I still remember which house. It was a brown house that looks like it's like a cottage style house, but it's a multi-family house, and it's on what's that street? Talbot Ave, right across from the field, right next to that tire shop thing, like right across from it. I remember the exact house they was at. Like, if we would have reported it and they actually lived there, I don't know why we didn't report it actually. Did we report it? I don't think we did, because I'm pretty sure they would have got found. I mean, why would y'all be chilling on a porch that's none of you all? Like, none of you guys occupy the place. That would have been weird. Yeah, they was grown men, but they were chilling. Like, I would have never suspected that they had ill intentions for anybody. I don't know if it was specifically towards me. I think personally they would have done that to any female they saw walking down that street. So anyway, I went home to my mom. I told her what happened. She asked me if I remember what they looked like. Somehow, some way, my cousin, I can say his name, my cousin Al, he had found out. He was like, what did they look like? And I think that we did go and try to look for them, but we couldn't find them. I think the next couple of days we kept our eye on that house, but they wasn't there. And then we kind of just let it go, because I got a new phone. yeah, I was kind of scared, and from that moment on, I think that's what jump started the paranoia I have in my life now with going out and being alone in the dark. And even though I was in the dark, it was broad daylight, but I think that's where my paranoia got jump started at there. But yeah, that was really wild. I thought I was gonna get kidnapped, y'all. I really, because at first they were dragging me away. Like, they wasn't trying to just jump me. Like, they were dragging me away, they were touching me, they were trying to take my clothes off. Like, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like, I really thought that that was gonna be the end. I didn't know if I was, oh my gosh, what if they take me and like, I just, my mind was going everywhere during that exact moment. But anyway, even though to this day, and now that I'm older and have processed the situation a few different times, being older, they was not coming for me for my phone. They was coming for me for other intentions, but I don't know what. I don't know if maybe somebody did come out their house and I just didn't see it, or maybe one of them saw the phone and was like, oh, we could take that instead and just dip. Like, I don't know what it was. But I did learn from that situation not to walk with my phone out anymore. I don't walk out with both headphones on. If I am outside with headphones on, I only have one ear in so that I can still hear. So I might have told my friend Ayana and then my other friend Shay, but I don't remember because I really was traumatized. Like, I really didn't want to talk about it. I was kind of embarrassed because I couldn't believe that that happened to me. I was also embarrassed because I felt like I let these guys take my phone. I didn't do anything. So I didn't want to really tell anybody. Like, I really didn't even want to tell my mom, but I had no phone. So yeah, I honestly could have seen one of them again in my life and just didn't know it. And they probably had no idea that it was me that they jumped this little girl. But it is what it is. Like, these men had gray hair, y'all. Like, they was really old men and I was really a child, and they really jumped me for my phone, like, or robbed me or whatever they was trying to do. They did that and then took my phone. Like, okay, you clearly have nothing going for yourself because you have to jump a child. You couldn't even find somebody your own age where at least you're gonna get some money out their wallet too. You jumped a whole child, and I know you didn't get nothing for that phone. Y'all still traumatized me. Why? I don't know, but I hope that y'all felt better after that, because I didn't. But I learned a lot. Y'all taught me a great lesson that I need to be more aware of my surroundings, that I need to really just not travel alone if I can help it. And if I am traveling alone, I need to have some weapons on me at all times, because people ain't just gonna be trying to snatch me up. No. I hope you guys like this video. I really hope you guys subscribe. I got a whole bunch more story times coming for y'all, and vlogs, and I have a prank coming up. It's just that my mom needs to cooperate. The YouTube is kind of hard, but I'm not getting discouraged. I'm excited to keep going. I'm excited to keep dropping these videos, because why not? Oh snap.
So it's done to ride, get into some real shit, whisper in your ear, and I tell you the trail.